Hey friends, Allison here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm dropping by today to share with you a new Traveler's Notebook spread. This one is about Freddy Dog. And I used some paper actually that I found in my stash. The pattern paper that the journaling is going over is older Close to My Heart pattern paper. And I had a chunk of this left and thought it paired really well with the black and white photo. I am just working on creating a little border interest on what's going to be the left-hand side of the page. I printed my journaling on a journaling card, which also happens to be from Close to My Heart. I don't know if they carry them anymore. I will make sure I leave links in the description box down below so that you can go check out Close to My Heart if you would like. And then you will be able to find it there if they still have them. I used my computer and then printer to print my journaling on that journaling card, and it's going to be layered over top of the pattern paper. But I'm still working on the border right now. So I was putting that together. I pulled some other pattern paper, also Close to My Heart, from my stash as well, actually from my scrap bins, and used a border punch to create a sweet little border just to dress up that page a little bit more. I also pulled out some stamps, and I also pulled out my shin hand markers. I thought I'd leave in how I colored these flowers in. This stamp set, by the way, is from Close to My Heart as well, but it's also a retired stamp set. The shin hand markers, no, these aren't shin hand. These are the tri-blend markers from Spectrum Noir. Shin hand used to be the ones that Close to My Heart carried, but switched for these ones. Oops. Anyways, they are 3 pens in one, and they are 3 varying shades of one color. So right now I'm working on this blue flower. I'm starting with the lightest color first. I'm coloring in the entire petal. Then I use the middle color, the mid-tone, and use that to create shading and depth. And I do that with the darkest shade as well in the pen. And so I don't color over the entire image, just maybe half or 3/4 of it. And then with the darkest pen, I go over it, roughly 1/4 to halfway. And then I take the lighter color of the shade and cover the entire image over again, just to help blend out all of those colors. That's how I achieve my blending in my coloring. So I left that in because I wanted to be able to share that with you and obviously go through the process. I also stamped some flowers as well. So the biggest flowers in this stamp set were stamped with Pixie ink and Nectarine, all from Close to My Heart. Let's just it is safe to say that everything I used in today's video is from Close to My Heart. We'll just get that out of the way right now. I left the pink flower up at the top. It's being layered behind the journaling. I'm going to attach that to the layout right now. I could have cut the flower in half and stretched using it on this page, but I knew that I didn't want to use it anywhere else, so I just left the entire flower as was. And then the blue flower is going to be glued and layered over top of the journaling card. I purposely left space at the top of the journaling card so that I would be able to either add a title in that spot or add embellishments. And in the end, the embellishments won out. Actually, a little bit later on, I do add a title below the journaling because there happens to be room below it as well. And I use a sentiment from the same stamp set that says Celebrating You, and I thought that was perfect for summarizing this layout about Freddy. So the story behind this layout is anytime any one of us leaves, particularly myself or my husband, Freddy will run to the living room window and he'll sit in the window and wait for you to come back. Our window sill, like the ledge, is really low, and it is just high enough for him to put his chin on the windowsill and sit there and wait until you return. He is so loyal and so sweet. It was a story that I needed to document. And even though this is a layout about a male dog, I thought I would run with flowers because, quite honestly, nothing else worked. And I finally found my groove with these flowers, and so I ran with it. The colors, though, do mimic his collar. He has a rainbow collar. They're little dog bones, but they are in rainbow colors. And so I thought that I would use those colors as well in his layout. And this little die cut I'm going to be adding to the right-hand side of the spread is a Pink Fresh Studio Let's Stay Home die cut. That is also where the colors for this layout came from as well. And so everything coordinates, and I thought that it would work really well together. I do add a phrase, stamped phrase, to the hearts that I'm just adhering to the picture of Freddie right now. I have a little itty bitty roller date stamp, but it's not dates, from Studio Calico. Oh, maybe I did that already and I must have showed you. Anyways, it was from Studio Calico. I got it in a Paper Issues scrapbooking kit a while back, and it says, "Don't forget." I thought it was perfect for this entire story. I'm just adding one more tiny little flower to the bottom of the left-hand page. I do try and keep my elements and embellishments in odd numbers because, as we all know, that is pleasing to the eye. So I stamped one more flower using intense black ink, which is like a alcohol marker friendly ink. Stamped it and then colored the flower in with pink pigment just to match the pink flower up at the top of the layout. Lastly, I'm adding the date. I'm using my roller date stamp and glacier ink from Close to My Heart. It's going down below the title. And that brings me to the end of this spread. I hope you enjoyed today's process video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up and a like. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this and layouts made with my Cricut, make sure you stick around because there's lots of that here. I will be back again soon. Bye, friends.